Hello and welcome to episode 31 of the Value of Talent podcast. I'm your host, Harry Trades, and with me as always, my brother, the man, the myth, the legend, Fede, straight from Italy. How
Let's
are we
go.
doing?
Let's go. Let's go. Doing very good. Saturday, I'm back in the UK. I don't know. I'm quite excited about it in a way because I haven't been in the UK like for 2 months now. Been in Germany, now in Italy. And yeah, just want to have some normal routine again. That's pretty exciting in a way. Also,
Mm-hmm.
hope to meet up and also maybe we can do something bigger. And we need to go to some Prem games because we just need to do it. Like, it's,
I know.
it's, it's out there. We have to do it. And yeah, everything's good. It's super hot in here. It's like 40 degrees. It's unbelievably hot. And yeah, you can't do anything except looking at your Sora gallery and thinking what to do next and who to sell and who to buy. So it's a vicious circle as always.
What what part of Italy are you in? Can you disclose that?
I'm in Liguria at the moment, next to at the seaside in Liguria, the Sestri Levante Santa Margherita Ligure. There, it's in the northwest. It's on the coast in the northwest.
Closest football club that we'd know?
Genova, and
Ah,
La Spezia. It's between Genova and La Spezia, basically.
I got
La
you. Okay.
Spezia has the football club, and then you have Sampdoria and Genoa. Those are the three big Ligurian football clubs. Of
Okay.
course, Genoa and Sampdoria being a little
The
bit
biggest.
more
Yeah.
the biggest. Yeah. And I think
Nice.
Genoa is the oldest
Wow.
football club in the world, I think, to be honest.
No
Let me
way.
check. Yeah, I think so.
Look at that. You learn something
Genoa.
new every day on the old value of talent, don't you?
That's
If
true.
if that's true. If
Yes,
that's true.
it's
It
it's the
is?
oldest. It is the oldest still existing Italian football club.
Wow.
Probably there's another one in England that's older.
hmm That's
And
crazy though.
it used to be the Genoa Cricket and Football Club.
Wow. You liked a bit of cricket in Italy. I didn't know that. I
Yeah,
did not know that.
it's the Englishman. It's the
Okay.
Englishman.
The English the English rubbing off on everyone. Okay. Episode 31, lads. I was just chatting with Fede then before we click record, and honestly, like obviously we missed last week, Fede's been away and stuff. There wasn't much to talk about, so we didn't feel like we wanted to sort of push an episode, but we're back this week, obviously, episode 31, like I've said 3 times. And there's honestly, like, we've got things to talk about, but this is going to be probably a ramble episode where, it's just a random one. We've got a couple things to go off. We've got new cards to talk about, which we're hoping come out very soon. I got a first place last week in in Champion Asia Rare Pro, which we'll talk about the
Let's
strategy
go.
behind that. Thank you, Fede. We're then going to talk about, unfortunately, Fede's dry patch in August.
Yes.
Since Premier League, since the European season has sort of kicked back in, Fede's just hasn't had the success he's had over the summer, which is fine. We all go through patches. We're going to talk about that and how we're going to like combat it. And then Fede mentioned the Sorare being pretty silent recently as far as announcements go and
Yeah.
stuff. And yeah, we'll talk about maybe what the thinkings behind that, and yeah, we'll see where that takes us, lad. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the episode. And yeah, let's just get straight into it then, Fede. New cards. I think Sora did make an announcement actually yesterday, didn't they? He's talking about these 3D cards. It's something to do with like cards are going to change from 2D, and then in September they're going to turn into 3D. I think that basically means we just get to see the back of cards, right? If that makes sense.
Yeah. I think so. The only thing I'm wondering is it going to happen for the old cards as well? Because if they can change the new cards, they maybe could have changed the old cards. I don't know. I don't think so, to be honest.
Okay.
Um, I'm not quite sure what this is gonna do to the older cards because, to be honest, 3D cards look cool and everything. So people might just want to have only 3D cards, and older cards will have a even bigger downgrade in the oneability. You know,
Yeah, I
in
get you.
the I don't know if this is too good to be honest. I'm very excited to see how this works out. I'm not the biggest fan of this 3D design network, whatever. I'm fine with special editions because special editions should be there and they should be valuable and sought after. And yeah, that should be in the game, like something like Poti or the rookie of the year or Also, the other ones we have at the end of the year, the Solaris, they're called Solaris now, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is amazing. I do like them. Those you can also do 3D and everything, but I don't like the general being everything like you're basically outdating all the other cards, and everybody who has the non-cool cards is not as cool as you,
Hmm.
and your new cool cards are probably gonna be worth more or sell for more. And yeah, I don't pretty much like that, to be honest. But I think it's not gonna kill the game, of course, and it's just a personal preference. I know a lot of my friends who actually are super excited for those 3D cards. I am in a way as well, but I just don't like the fact that it just downgrades the other cards even further, which is
Hmm.
just personal preference again. But I'm super excited to see how they look. Especially, are they gonna move or are they gonna be still in the same pose as they are right now? It's gonna be
Mm.
very interesting. Super
Similar to
super
the
interesting.
similar to those like basketball cards. You know, they had like the action shots.
Yeah.
Maybe you know,
Yes.
could there be
Yes.
something? I'm just reading the actual announcement though. It says here the new cards initially land on the marketplace in August, featuring the new 2D. No, featuring the new designs in 2D format. But don't worry, the 2D format is only temporary. These cards will evolve into their 3D version in September. So yeah, it does sound like only the new cards are going to be 3D. Like you said, the old
Yeah.
ones won't be. But I guess, Fede, is that a way of? I mean, is that a way of them, making more money?
Of course, it's
It
always making more
entices
money,
people to,
but
yeah, it entices people to buy new cards, which unfortunately is the name of the game. I know you don't like the fact that it's going to differentiate the older cards, and I get it. I'm not
no,
I'm
no,
I'm not
yeah.
against that, but um, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
maybe, but
interesting.
the problem is, do we think that our older cards will be cool at a certain point because they're not 3D? That's the
Maybe,
more
maybe.
maybe that's the card. That's more the question to ask. You know what I mean?
Sometimes that
Because
happens, yeah.
you can't get them. You can't get them anymore, and they're kind of cool.
Hmm.
Um, like all these nostalgicas and
Yeah.
old. It's, in time, it became more valuable. I personally like the first design the most. I absolutely love it. I think it looks so good. I have a Manuel Lanzini rare in the first design, and I think a Yari Verscharen in the
Oh,
first design.
nice.
I think it looks so good. I
Yeah.
think the second design didn't look so good, to be honest. I have a Doku in the second design.
Yeah.
Um, Not my favorite. Let's be honest. And then the other one, then we started with the whole all red and with the red dot on the point. I think that's the 2000 to 2021 season. Yeah, it's fine. It doesn't look too cool. Then the big season came when they onboarded all the new leagues with Bundesliga, La Liga, and everything. Then
Yeah.
this with all the symbols in the cards came. I think this looks quite cool. I think those cards could be quite valuable, maybe a day or two's, like in several years, because they are quite original and they are from the launch year. And then the last season cards, I absolutely adore. I think they just look so brilliantly good. I don't like the
Hmm.
Premier League cards, to be honest. I don't think they look too good, and I don't like the new MLS cards or the new the new La Liga cards. I just like the, let's say, the Bundesliga season cards we have still right now. This design I think looks fire. I do actually believe it looks really good. The one we have with Balde, for example, Alex
Yeah.
Balde.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that design looks so good, especially the Super S looks so good in that design. I really really adore
It's because the
those.
picture is big, isn't it? Like the actual
Yeah,
player
it's
is
really
big
good.
in the
Yeah, it's very
actual
good.
pic. Yeah, it looks full. The card looks very full, and yeah, I agree. I think the 22-23 season is probably the best, like, newer design, if that makes sense, they've done. The
Yeah, I
OG
do
card's
like
beautiful though. The 18-19,
the
they're so
the
good.
OG card is superbly beautiful. The one after the OG card, it's by far the ugliest ever done. Like by far, like there's no comparison. And yeah, and I really don't like those Premier League cards. Like I don't look think they look too good, except the rookies. I think the rookies look exceptionally good
Hmm.
because of this fading of the colors. I think it's so cool. The only thing I really like about the Premier League cards is it's super big launch edition. So if we ever really get where we want to be, I think those cards could be worth something if there's written launch edition because it's just what collectors are looking for. And even if Sora is gonna become more collectible in a way, I think
Yeah.
that's going to be a huge factor.
Yeah, I agree.
That's the only part I like
Yeah, but
about these new.
we haven't had any like sneak peeks of the new cards at all, right?
Nothing at all. Like,
It's weird,
I don't
isn't it?
know.
No, I swear last year we had like a few sneak peeks maybe here and
Yeah,
there.
yeah, but
This
it's
year
weird.
we've had nothing.
I don't know. It's weird what's going on right now in Sora. To be honest, like superbly weird. To be honest, like we are we are having the new season cards, no sneak peeks, as you said, nothing at all. Yeah. Then
Yeah, yeah,
another thing we just have game week 400, which is super special. There was nothing special about it. No special competition, no jersey competition, whatever. No coins gifted to people who played more than 200 game weeks or whatever. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
like like who cares? It's just a 400 game week. This seemed a bit strange to me, to be honest, and
I
especially
think they
like
were
from so.
unlucky. It was a midweek though, right? That doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
I think they should change it again, anyways, because it's very strange that the odd numbers are the weekends and the even numbers are on the midweek. I think
Midweeks,
that's
yeah,
yeah, I
it
don't
is
like
weird.
that at all. I really don't like that at all because the big ones should be the even numbers, and I
Hmm.
think I know it's unfortunate, but maybe they should have added like a draft mode for only the players that are played this midweek, and everybody could have played this one game week competition, and the winner could have gone to the Champions League final. I don't know, but it's
Yeah,
like 400 game week is superbly important
it's
for
a
them,
big
and I
yeah, it's
think
a big landmark,
it's
big milestone, isn't it? Really?
big milestone. And you know
Yeah,
the next one, the 500, it's
500. Yeah,
it's gonna be like somewhere in end of like middle of 2024, even farther away. Like it's not
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
be around the corner very soon, you know what I mean?
yeah,
And yeah, I don't know, I found it a little bit strange that I didn't do anything at all.
yeah.
Like they posted a pic, okay, we had 12 million lineups and 800,000 registered users, whatever. Yeah, but who cares? I don't care.
Yeah,
Like
agree,
me as a
agree.
user, I don't care, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like just reward me with a special skin or whatever. Yeah, and yeah,
I agree, mate.
that I found really strange, to be
But
honest.
then, didn't you to play devil's advocate? Do you just think they have bigger fish to fry right now, Feder? You know, they
I
might have
hope
big. That yeah,
that's what I
we can live
hope.
in hope, can't we? That's what I'm hoping for. You
That's
know?
what I hope, brother. Like I
Yeah, yeah.
bro, like I hope that
I
because
know, I know.
also, bro, like we are literally a week from September. Okay, they didn't actually say when in September they're gonna launch the fitness, but we're literally a week from September, and
Uh
like
huh.
nothing came up. We still have no clue what's going on with fitness, how it's gonna affect everything, and they're just silent. I don't know what's going on. Like
I know.
I don't know.
Radio
Are
silence,
they
mate.
all
It's
in?
weird. It's yeah.
Are they all on holidays? I don't know.
Potentially, I mean, it is the summer. It is the
Yeah,
summer
but still,
holidays.
bro, we're talking about Soraya,
I know, I
multi-billion
know.
company with probably 100 plus employees at this stage and
I agree.
era. You know?
I
Yeah, I
agree
don't
with
know.
you. Mate,
Yeah.
it's weird. It is weird. But yeah, we can only live in hope that they do have, you know, all the new cards sort of popping up over the next couple of weeks. And
Who do you
yeah,
think is
man.
coming first?
I saw someone tweet earlier. I mean, just going off the tweet I saw, they seem to think like the Croatian league because that was one of the first leagues back. Um,
Nah.
you
Okay.
don't
Yeah.
think? Yeah, Croatia and who was the other one? It wasn't Belgium. It was who was the other one? I was gonna say
I
Austria,
think.
maybe.
I personally think it's gonna be Belgium and the Prem.
Oh, okay.
To be
You think
honest.
Prem's gonna come? Yeah.
Yeah, the Prem started. We're already in match day 3 in the Prem. Don't
Yeah, I
forget
agree.
that. Like, you know what I
I
mean?
agree. Yeah.
And like, I think at the moment they're shifting priorities and they look for priorities especially. And I think for them, of course, Jupiler League will always have a gold heart for them because it was the first league they onboarded.
Yeah.
So that's always going to be special for Sora. And of course, then the Prem. And they need to come out with the Prem ASAP because the season starting now is the biggest hype about the season. If you want to get market people, if you want to onboard people, it should be before the first half of the season ends. Like before December, we should
Minimum.
have,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know, like from this season on, you should have, like, you should have the new customers in a way. Of course, it's gonna go into the next season and whatever. We're not done at all where we should be, and we will be. And I just want to make clear that we will be. And yeah, but it's kind of strange in a way. And also that we are, which this is what I was a little bit. I talked about this with my good friend, our good friend McBride, which I was
Hmm.
really sad about. It is like they had this unbelievable opportunity to bring out the draft modes with the
I know.
new player cards before the freaking season actually started, so that people could have actually started a new league and invited all their friends and just really were pumped up
Hyped.
and
Yeah,
not
yeah.
hyped. Like everybody was super hyped off FPL. The most important game week of FPL is the first,
First
always.
game week. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Agree.
It's always, because then you see what's going on, and they completely miss that, and that's just a
Mm,
pity. Like,
I know.
okay, I understand you maybe don't have, you
The
maybe don't
pictures and
have the
stuff.
pictures and the new names because they're gonna be new signings and blah blah blah. But just don't do it, like, at least for this period. Just put in a dummy picture with the name of the player because you have the rights, so you should be able to do it. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
at least for the, and then it's gonna change over a while, and you're gonna see Josko Godol in the Manchester City jersey, but now you're just gonna see a like, do you remember the old profile pics of Facebook, something like that, and then
Yeah, yeah.
written Josko Godol and Croatian
We've
flag,
had
so
that before,
everybody,
though. We've had that
yeah,
before, yeah. When they like fill in, like it would be a player, and that doesn't they don't have the actual picture for, and they would have they filled in like just a blank picture or whatever it was. They definitely have done
yeah,
that
I
before.
don't understand why they didn't do that. Like, but at least have the product ready when the season starts.
I
Like,
know, mate. They missed a trick there, didn't they? Jesus Christ! Like, I did my draft with my girlfriend that's been recently playing. Obviously, she plays the MLS. She enjoys that, but
yeah,
obviously the League Cup was on, so we made her a Premier League draft, and she wanted to buy Tim. Well, not buy, but she wanted to draft Timber, but she couldn't because there was no Timber. Like, we should have those things. Like, these are like free
yeah, I
to
don't
play
know.
modes. It's weird. Like, I know
Yeah,
Timber got
especially,
injured in that first game,
no,
but
no, especially if you want to become global and multi-million users,
I know,
and
I know.
we need those stuff. And game, like, then just don't fucking care about the fitness and bring out something like that, which is way more important. You know what I mean? Like, especially for global, for getting like the critical mass and everything. And yeah, this one was quite disappointing for me. I was more sad than disappointed in them, because I think just missed a huge opportunity there, because s- superbly a lot of people were very excited about the season,
Yeah,
still are, and we're still at the beginning. Thank God we're at the beginning, and yeah, it's gonna be a bloody awesome season. But they just missed the bullet there. It's nothing else to say, and nothing to sugarcoat at the end
yeah, yeah.
of the
They
day,
have.
you know.
They've missed a chance there for sure. And you playing catch up now, though. That's the problem. If you bring them out
Yeah,
3 weeks
yeah,
into the season, yeah, it's still going to be fun for us. But I think for a lot of people who have been waiting for those cards, they might have given up. 3 weeks might be
yeah.
too long to wait for new cards. And I know, if you're a new user, are you gonna not play Sora because there was no Jurian Timber? Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. How much does it matter? That's what you've got to weigh up. And I don't know what
The
the answer is, to be honest. I
the
don't.
problem is, what I don't like is, because I don't think the FPL group is the main customer group of Sora. I always said that, and I still believe that it's not the main group, because those people just want to have free to play, and Sora is not free to play, for
Yeah, yeah.
God's sake. But if you want to have at least a part of this group, then just don't fuck it up on the first game week. You know what I mean?
Agree.
Because now a lot of groups just started an FPL group because the FPL was working, obviously, or the Bundesliga draft or Kickbase or whatever. And then they started that already, so they're not going to start a new Sora one. But they could have had the chance to just do the Sora one.
I know. It's weird, man.
Yeah, but it's a pity. It's a pity in a way, hopefully. But we're still in the phase, I think, to get the product completely right. We can't do global marketing if we don't understand how fitness is going to affect the game and work, and they don't even know how it's going to look in any case. You understand what I mean? they
Yeah,
they
yeah.
can't just put in 20 million on marketing, and then in 1 month the complete game changes, and all the new users say, what the fuck is this shit? I'm gone. You know what I mean?
Agree, mate. It's
Like, that would
weird.
be the worst churn rate ever. And I believe that a lot of people working at the Soraya head office are pretty intelligent, and they would know that.
I mean, look, this might be out of their hands, and the fact that with the pictures and stuff, their hands are tied, right? Because they're waiting
No,
on
no.
images. But do you have a? I have a little sense that like Sora seem a little bit arrogant that they can just get away with things like this, like not delaying, but not having things ready for the
Yeah, I
start
think
of the. Do
I
you think
do
there's a
think
bit of arrogance or not? I
yeah, I
don't
think
know.
there's a bit of arrogance. Also, just seen yesterday with the rewards again. I think it's just a bit of arrogance, but it's fine. They kind of deserved it. They
Maybe,
built
yeah.
massive company and massive product, but there is a bit of arrogance. Like how like there's no communication at all, and like the rewards are just delayed and they're not coming. Nobody knows when they're coming, and everybody's refreshing the page for hours and hours, and nobody's understanding what's going on. And you can't do that anymore in a company like that wants to become multi-billion and multinational and everything. It's just not excusable, and I know it's not the fault of the people working there. It's just some systems need to be changed in a way. And yeah, I think they're working, and they're doing the job. I know, for example, if you look at Twitter, I think Zuraf is like the most active person on Sora's face ever,
Yeah.
and it's crazy. And I think he's doing so good at the moment. And yeah, let's hope they all have the same energy, which I believe, because if they wouldn't, I think a guy like Zuraf wouldn't care that much in a way. You understand what I mean? Because
Agree.
like if I wouldn't know that you would care so much, I wouldn't do the podcast with you. You know what I mean? That's the
Yeah.
same. That's the same logic.
Yeah, Giroud
And
wouldn't be working for Sora if he
exactly,
didn't. Yeah, like I've met him in
exactly.
person and he's like the nicest guy ever, but he's like the cleverest guy I've ever met as well. So like,
Yeah,
I can't see why he would bother, sticking around in a company that he doesn't have full faith in
yeah,
that sense,
yeah.
But
Maybe the second cleverest guy ever, because I am probably the
yeah,
cleverest.
I mean,
You
you're up
know.
there. You're up there, my
uh,
brother. Um,
um, no,
okay.
but yeah, no. Like from the bottom of my heart, it made me sad, because I think that was a big opportunity, but I think we will be fine. Don't like. I'm not saying we're gonna get bankrupt. Sorry for the airplane is landing, so I'm sorry
Is that
for the
your airplane?
noise. Yeah, of course I'm gonna go fly to the Caribbeans now. No,
Too hot in Italy. Let's go to the
so
Caribbean.
hard. Let's go, brother. No, like it's just kind of a missed opportunity, because I was really, even myself was really looking forward to, let's make a draft. Let's see how I could draft and how the points look like. And even now we did. I have to give them props to a thing they did actually completely right, and I think that they nailed on, because me and my friends, we did actually create a Bundesliga draft, because of course you're going to do that. It's just going to be bragging rights, and and it's
Yeah.
who knows the Bundesliga best. And we also played for like a fiver or something like that at the end of the season. But sorry, I can't know that. So shh. And but apparently, okay, you can't draft the new players, but the points you accumulate are
Yeah.
gonna get forwarded in the next. Even if you can redraft all your players, your points basically stand.
Okay.
So let's
Okay.
say
Yeah.
I made like 800 points in the first 2 game weeks, and then the new cards come out, and then apparently, at least that's what they told us, and that's what written.
Yeah.
Apparently, I can redraft everybody. I can buy Harry Kane now and Konrad Leimer in the Bayern jersey, play with them, and I still start with 800 points,
Got you.
which
Yeah.
is okay. So they don't completely start from the beginning. So you could
Mhm.
have just, as you said, you could have just played the Premier League draft, but just with no Jury and Timber at the end of the day.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's a good little. Yeah, that's a good thing that they've implemented then. Um, yeah. Okay. Let's talk about your start, Fede, since this European season. What do you think's sort of gone wrong? What's gone right? Like, what's your thoughts?
The beginning is, I don't know, maybe I'm just crying too loud, because I shouldn't cry that much, because I win plenty. And maybe it does just look like that maybe I'm not winning like 2 or 3 weeks, but then I did win pretty big 3 weeks ago with Trop and like 0.6 ETH,
You
just
did, yeah,
in just an ETH, you know what I mean?
yeah,
So if you accumulate that on the month, probably August is a very successful month. But I had the feeling like Trop I won, I think, on the 2nd of August, something like that. And then
okay,
until yesterday, like I didn't win nothing. Like nothing at all. And not because my players were bad, but just, I don't know, like suddenly out of nowhere, one guy in the lineup was not playing. And and I don't know. I was just, and the only thing is, I'm a bit mad about myself, but it's only me to blame, not to nobody else. It's like literally, I haven't won a super rare threshold, in like 20 game weeks, and this pisses me off so much. You can't even understand. Like this week as well, like that's how my luck is at the moment. This week as well, I had like 235 points, something like that. I had Blake played, I had Magnussen played, I had Sissoko from as Saint Etienne played, who scored a 75, and I also had my Rodrigo Good, I think, with 40 points. So I was fine. And the only one who had still to play was Nicolas de la Cruz. So he just had to start, and I would have had freaking thresholds after 20 game weeks, after 19 game weeks. Now it's 20. And what else? He gets fever and doesn't even start, is not in the game squad. I don't know, man. I'm that, like Paulo
I'm
Diaz.
just looking though. You did finish third in All-Star Rare Pro this week.
Yes,
right?
this week. So I'm fine. But even then,
who did you win?
Yeah, we're gonna come to this.
Okay.
So that's what I've said. Okay, even maybe it looks like August would have been a very shitty month. At the end of the day, I won like an Eve, like in complete Eve, plus Kevin Trapp in super rare, and now yesterday I won Emiliano Martinez in rare.
Ooh.
Which I was very frustrated to get, to be honest.
Really?
Like, you're not becoming third in All-Star Rare Pro in a big game week. Everybody played.
473 points you scored.
Yeah? Not like everybody played, not only America or only Asia. You know what I mean? Everybody played. And I became third, and I was like looking at the star pool, and everybody, and like in the middle, quite in the middle, there was like guys like Lucas Chevalier, Marc-André ter Stegen, Mike Magnon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so even Bruno Fernandes, and then I was opening the rewards at 2 o'clock at night, because thank you, Soraya, for this. But then I was opening the reward, and I saw the Prem back. Okay, I really saw the Prem back, and I said, okay, Haaland, it's not gonna be, because I would have needed to become first for packing Haaland. Okay, it's probably not gonna be Alisson as well, or it's not gonna be Haaland. So I thought, okay, who could it be? Because I looked in the middle of the prize pool, because there was other 4 guys getting another star reward, and I was like third. So I kind of imagined, okay, I might get something bigger.
Yeah.
And so I looked, okay, this could be Alisson, or this could be Bruno Fernandes. I would have been over the moon if I would have gotten a Bruno Fernandes, like for sure. Like I would have made a home run. And then I open and I see Argentina. Oh, holy shit! Who's Argentinian? Who's Argentinian star in the Premier League? Okay, and then I see goalkeeper. Okay, I still didn't get it, because you don't. I didn't think about Dibu Martinez. You know what I mean? And then I see Aston Villa, and then oh god, just want Emiliano Martinez at third place. You know what I mean? And he's not bad at all. Like he's like worth 0.55 ETH. That's a loads of money. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? But it just like if you become third in All-Star Rare Pro, which I would say is not the easiest to do.
It's definitely not the easiest, yeah.
Like you imagine at least something like Alisson or whatever. The second one got Alisson. The second got Alisson. The first got Joshua Kimmich.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and
okay.
Yeah. But I'm fine. He's gonna.
Good. You finished third in All-Star Rare Pro. I think you're just more frustrated about the thresholds, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm super frustrated with this threshold thing, man. I need to win a threshold. Like, I definitely need to win a threshold.
Can I?
And
go on.
And I'm quite frustrated. Like, everybody in my gallery seems to be injured at the moment. Like,
really?
Especially all my river players. Like, all my super rares are kind of injured at the moment.
So I had a bit of a frustrating game week, to say the least. And I'm not even. This is not even my fault. A lot of things are my fault. You know, you pick your players or whatever.
Yeah.
But this one, Fede, did you hear about the ACL? No, is it what is it? The Asian Champions League, ACL. Yeah.
Yeah, the Asian Champions League.
Yeah. So Euro's fixture on yesterday morning was downgraded.
Oh yeah.
So Nishikawa, my goalkeeper in Cap 240 Super Rare, got a clean sheet, but obviously doesn't get any of his AA game. Well, I needed 68 points out of Nishikawa to win the threshold, and I got 60 points, Fede. So I was 8 points short of the threshold, 242 points on the dot. Absolutely gutted, because this would have been my third threshold in 3 game weeks. I've been on fire in Cap 240 Super Rare.
Yeah, you have.
I wanted to continue that. And yeah, you could have argued that I could have played better outfield players, okay? You know, João Mario got me 50, Matson 30, Amuzu 35 off the bench, Balki 66. Some decent, okay scores. But, like, the fact that my goalkeeper isn't getting any AA, nothing, like, if I found out this information before the game week, Fede, I would have played Gaten Cook. Now, Gaten Cook got a clean sheet and got 12 AA, yeah. Against USG, Galois somehow, 4-0. So, like, I only had 2 Super Rare goalkeepers. I could have only played one of the 2, obviously. And I'm just a bit gutted because, you know, that's £160 that I'm missing out on. Because realistically, you know, Sorare, I mean, is it Sorare's fault? No, it's the data providers. But come on, man, why are you telling us mid-game week?
Yeah, it is kind of Sorare's fault.
That one's crazy,
because
bro.
They should, you know, because you should get your freaking data providers on point. Like, even now, like, we're 6 months in the Korean Championship and we still have the same freaking problem as 6 months ago. Like, you should have just resolved everything. Like, 6 months is a long time to work on something, like, for real. Like, I know from myself, I don't know. Like, this week, I didn't even alert at the beginning of the game week, but just playing it, and then those are the worst. I feel you 100%, because, like, especially if you have Mexican players, this happens quite a lot. Not with Opta, but it happens that everything seems fine, but then the pitch is shit, so they have to just move the whole game, and then you sit there, all your players scoring 80, 90, and your Diego Valdez or Julian Quinones or who else, who should have scored another 80, just has a no game. That's, like, the worst feeling ever. Like, just because some other club couldn't get their shit together and put the pitch. Yeah. And these days, you feel like it's Sorare's fault, but it isn't at the end of the day. And
no, it's not. But I mean,
but they are the worst. I agree with you. Those failed lineups are by far the worst, because it's always the worst, and that's what we said always as well with Sorare, and why they need to pay attention. Because if you get your freaking hopes high, the fall is so immensely long that lots of hate can be built up in this fall. Let's say that.
I agree. I also was very frustrated in under 23 Super Rare this weekend. I scored 393 points. I was 10 points off a reward. My goalkeeper didn't get a clean sheet, obviously, which never helps. And my captain completely flopped with like 9 AA. But the shining light... Oh, sorry for that bit of noise. I'm playing with a clip from a pen. Shining light, though, was Zaidu Youssef Fede. 40 AA. How much is he worth? Come on. How much is my boy worth, Fede? Under 23.
Is he still under 23?
Yeah, one more year.
What's his L15? What's his last 3 games he played?
Well, I'll tell you now. He's only played 2 games this season, though. His L15 is only 49. So, the last game of the season last year, he got a red card, which obviously didn't help. Game before that, he gave away a penalty against Porto. But honestly, like, I'm looking at his scores. That was his highest score, 40 AA, in a long time. He hasn't hit over 30 AA since game week 339. So, like, you know, yeah, that's the highest AA he's got since game week 300. That was a bit of maybe a freak week in that sense, but I don't know. Maybe he's not worth as much as I think he is, but I don't know.
What do you think he's worth? Let's say
under 23. He's got to be worth around like 2 ETH. He has to be.
Nah, he's not worth 2 ETH. He's not worth 2 ETH. But I would argue maybe 1.2, 1 to 1.2-ish. Something like that. There's enough midfielders. The problem is he's a midfielder. If he would be a forward, he would be even worth 3, something like that. From his midfielder, there's
But he
so many
has a
midfielders in that range.
17 AA average in 6 months.
Yeah,
Last
still,
6
but he
months.
doesn't have
Pretty
so
high.
many decisives. That's the
He
problem.
doesn't, no, but he doesn't. No, you're right. He doesn't.
Yeah, especially like D2, especially under 23. I don't know why the other ones are not that competitive, but D2 under 23 is super competitive.
Yeah,
Like
it really is.
super competitive. Like I think you really need good cards in Unique. And I don't think he would cut it, so I would say like 1 to 1.2.
Well, it
Which
depends.
is
We're only 2 games in. Give me 5 or 6 games, and I'll see his AA average, and we'll take it from there. But 2 games in,
yeah, but I wouldn't sell it because you have a
Oh
quite
no, I'm not
decent
selling.
U23. So
Yeah,
who
definitely
cares?
not.
Even if maybe for 10 ETH you would sell, but then like you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Bro, did you see my boy Quinny today sends me a WhatsApp of a offer that he received from Don't Shoot, Paddy Poker guy, whatever.
Yeah.
Paddy's Poker has offered him. I think he's made a mistake because he wants this Don't Shoot guy wanted a Florian Wirtz forward card, I think, right?
Yeah.
So he was sending out an offer of his Wirtz, which is a midfielder card,
Yeah.
plus Rodrigo forward card, like in rare, for
Yeah.
for a Florian Wirtz forward card. But he didn't realize that the forward card, the Wirtz that he tried to trade Quinny for is also a midfielder card. So Quinny's card is a midfielder, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So he's traded Quinny's midfielder Florian Wirtz for his Florian Wirtz as a midfielder and Rodrigo. So he's basically just given Quinny Rodrigo for free, effectively. The only difference is, obviously, it is a rookie Wirtz and it does have max XP. But it's not a forward. And, well, actually, it doesn't have max XP anymore. It's actually on 8%. I'm just looking here. So,
Holy moly.
long story short, I think he's made a mistake and given Quinny a Rodrigo and a normal Wirtz for another normal Wirtz. It's crazy.
No, I know him quite well, Patrick. I write with him sometimes. He's an awesome guy, by the way. He always makes very generous offers, especially with cards. I have to say that he for example, he offered me Jamal Musiala. Who else did he offer me? Jamal Musiala forward card. Let me check. Jamal Musiala, 0.25 ETH, Thiago Diallo rare card, and Ricky Push rare card for Maxime Bernauer super rare card, basically, and Bazunu rare card. For those two, for the other ones.
Yeah.
So he does good offers, but I am quite sure my man made a mistake, and he just got rid of Rodrigo forward. And Quinny is the happy new owner of a Rodrigo forward. Happy.
Whoa, Fede, there's breaking news. Breaking news.
Did he give him back?
No. I think the new cards are out.
Are they?
Yeah. Here we go. 4 minutes ago, it's time. The first batch of 23-24 cards have landed.
What came in?
Challenger. It is where's Midgetland and Rosenborg? Is that Denmark?
Yeah.
They're out. But apparently,
where do I see them? Come on.
I think go new card auctions. I'm gonna type in Midgetland or Rosenborg.
Midgetland, didn't they lose the? Oh yeah. Oh, they look.
Oh, what is that?
Oh, disgusting.
Oh my god, guys!
Oh god! What the fuck is this?
Let me show you on screen. I can.
No, I see this as well.
No,
Why the hell
I'm gonna show the people at home.
Why the hell is the goalkeeper and midfielder written like this? Am I in calligraphy class or what is going on?
Oh, I don't like these, Fede, man. I don't like these.
Oh, they look awful. They really look awful. Oh god.
Whoa. Bro, I don't know how I feel, man. Oh my god.
Oh god, I really hate this goalkeeper, midfielder. Oh god.
There's not enough player. Fede, what we said earlier, right, is we like how the player is like big on the card, yeah? Like the Balde, yeah? It's very big. Fills out the card. This is the complete opposite. All I'm seeing here is just card. There's like 70% card and 30% player here, yeah?
holy shit, yeah. Yeah. What I hate the most is this type calligraphy, this forward.
Yeah.
Why the fuck do you write this like this? Like,
Bro, I don't like this. Holy.
no, I don't like this at all.
Super
I don't
rare.
like this at all.
Ooh, I don't know how I feel.
They look really bad, to be honest.
So are we saying that this is the design for like the Prem and stuff?
Yeah, that's gonna be the design for the Prem, 100%.
Wow.
Okay, they should fire the designer immediately.
Bro, I don't like this. Age is at the bottom left.
Why the
Nationality
hell?
bottom right.
Why the hell did you change the freaking? No, this does not make sense at all. Why the hell do you choose two different types of New Times Roman or whatever?
Mhm.
Look, at every old card, the defender forward was written completely okay that everybody could read them. Now you need a bachelor in calligraphy to read whatever that is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Plus,
Holy
it's super wide. Why the
What?
Brazil down there in the floor? Like
Okay.
holy, like super small. Oh, holy, this is very bad to be honest.
I'm
Like
just looking at the replies. Have a look at the replies.
whoever,
Hopefully the designs are
whoever
getting fixed when they move to 3D. The colors are off. Too much empty space. Is it too late to fix the designs? And for unfortunately worse designs yet. The design is awful. Designs are so bad.
yeah, I agree with that 1,000%. This is so bad.
Oh, what is going on?
I just
I don't
hope
like
maybe
it. I'll be honest, I don't like it.
I hope the 3D fixes this because if not, like nobody's gonna buy those cards.
Croatia is out as well. Croatia is out.
Croatia.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're really stupid and didn't actually launch the Prem.
I don't know. I don't think. Bro, honestly, now I'm coming back a little bit. I swear. I don't know why. These look okay. I'm serious. I don't like the limiteds. I hate the limited color. But rare and super rare look a little bit better. I'm not just saying it like this is not me like sucking up. I genuinely now. I don't know why, but this screenshot here, they look okay. I swear, they look a bit better.
Depends.
I'm still not fully on board, but I'm telling you that I enjoyed these a little bit more. Zagreb are back, your boys. Batarina,
Yeah, let's go.
Petrovic, Livakovic.
Let's go.
Ooh, I don't know. Ooh, so the new cards, Fede, do have the design of the league on the top left. Can you see my screen right now?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Like top left, that's the Croatian league logo, right?
Yeah, it is.
I guess that's pretty cool. But does it change, much? Probably not. Bro, I don't know. I really don't like the limiteds. The limiteds look funny. There's just too much space. Like too much space.
They also launched Austria. Austria is out as well.
Oh, okay. So we have Salzburg, do we? Let's have a look.
Yes, we have Salzburg.
We do have Salzburg, yeah. Wow. I don't know, mate. They're growing on me in a weird way.
Nah, they're shit. This
You
calligraphy at the bottom is the worst I've ever seen. Like, why the hell do you
I'm not happy about the bottom of the cards. You know what? You chop the card in half, I think it looks great. So take away the bottom third where it has the name. I think above that, I honestly think it looks pretty good. I'll be honest. Like, I genuinely.
Oh, the hottest card in town has arrived on the Sorare market.
Who's that?
Karim Konate, the striker from Salzburg.
Yeah. Karim Konate. Yeah, here he is. 2 of 1,000.
They should have just waited. They should have just launched them yesterday so people would have won them. I think that would be so much cooler.
That would have been cool. But at least we have him for this weekend. Your boy Susic.
How does he look?
Yeah, he looks good. He looks nice. 1 of 100. 20 years old. Bro, honestly, they're growing on me. Fed, I swear. They're growing on me, mate.
Nah, look at the old ones. Look at the old Sujic and next to the new one, it looks so much worse.
Let me have a look.
Like the head is like a third of what it used to be.
Let me have a look. Yeah, let me compare them. That's the thing.
Go on. Especially if you look at the bottom, like holy moly.
So what season? So this new season and last season, yeah.
Yeah. Like just put Sukic rare and then just put on.
Yeah, but do you not feel like the old season, so 22, 23, I mean, this specific Susic looks off-centered, if that makes sense. It's going to take some getting used to, Fede, but honestly, if it didn't have the cryptographic midfielder at the bottom, would you be
God, I hate this so much.
Would you be more okay with it or no?
Yes, I just hate this cryptographic shit on the bottom.
Okay.
I really do think it's, and I don't like that the Hrvatska and the Croatia is that small on the bottom. And the age is just.
Well, there's just too much space. You know, like either side of the Luka Susic like name, like there's just too much space. Like, well, it's empty. I need something there. I'm sorry, it's too empty.
Yeah, it's too much space there. I completely agree.
Like, at least, you know, with the old card, it has the name Luka Susic, and then behind it has Luka Susic in like bigger writing, but like
1,000%.
Yeah, at least it has something behind it. It gives it a bit of depth. But bro, I'm not seeing any depth here with this one.
I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan, I'll be honest, but
the calligraphy is so off my. I
know what you mean. I hate it. I hate looking at that midfielder name. It just looks too thin and.
It's super thin. Like, who wrote that? Come on, we're not in. I don't know.
Shakespeare time.
Yeah, it's Shakespearean time, like for real.
Bro, it's weird. Yeah,
who did they? I don't understand why they didn't drop the Prem. Like, they should just as soon as possible drop the Prem. To be honest, in my opinion.
So McBride has said something already. Hope they don't look as bad in 3D. Sorry for being negative, but those are the worst looking Sorare cards I've seen in ages, to be honest. We'll reserve the comments until the 3D design comes out, but the 2D version looks very poor.
I'm very excited to see. I'm just. I don't know, man.
Everyone's saying they're bad designs. Look, I'm not in love with it, but I am genuinely, like, after like sort of analyzing it for the last 10 minutes, it does.
No, I still hate them. I really hate them.
I don't hate it. I don't love it, but I'm not like, wow, that's the worst thing I've ever seen. I really hate that italic like writing or whatever you're gonna call it. I hate that. I agree with you.
Yeah, why the hell did they put that? Like, holy moly, why do they put this?
I know, but the card does look. It does look I like how centered the card looks now. Like, the player, I still think he should be bigger, way bigger. And I think there should be less space at the bottom. That they're my only gripes, if I'm being completely honest.
And now let's not overmint them, dear Soraya, and we might have a good few. Like, let's just don't push too much on the market, please. Please, just don't push too much on the market.
I know. Bro, this is crazy. I mean, at least they're out. At least we
got an honest and real first look opinion. Like, more real it can't be.
I'm glad we got to sort of see the card designs on sort of, you know, on the podcast, I guess. Obviously, if you're listening to this, then sorry, but it's available on YouTube now for you guys to watch. So if you want to see the designs, I did put them on screen for you guys to see. So I hope that sort of helps and stuff. Appreciate you listening / watching. If you did enjoy, please do leave it a like. If you are on or listening on Spotify or Apple Music, please do leave us a kind review. That would be greatly appreciated.
Yeah, please do.
Massive good luck for this midweek, obviously, and the weekend as well. Just excited to see these new cards come out, and
let's see how it's gonna go.
Have a great day, guys. Have a great game week, and we shall see you in the next episode. Peace.
Boom.